All right, we're back. Mujahid is here, but I'm also known as I Am a Guy, the healer. So this is my Braken, was it Brackenwood Hollow tanking run. So I showed you as a healer, now I'm going to show you as a tank and just the superiority of my tanking skills. Thank you very much, sir. So that the first part there, I just wanted you guys to see how fast it goes when you're a tank and you want to get in the queue for like Dungeon Finder. It's fast. It's like it's almost instantaneous. It's pretty cool. So anyway, here we are in Brackenite Hollow. Do my what is it, battle shot or whatever that thing is called, the buff, 5% more damage. And then, I mount up, do my repairs, make sure I'm fully repaired and everything. Don't want to go in there with bad armor, bad weapons. And right here I'm stopping, I'm looking like, okay, where's, I'm selling off junk, sorry, but then I'm sure my healer's with me and I just go straight in. And I'm gonna show you guys what I mean in a second with like, popping cooldowns. So I'm gonna, heroic jump, leap over there to these guys, gather up some more. I'm gonna make a big pull here and I'm gonna pop a cooldown. My Telegram's going crazy over here. So here I am with the big pull. And so watch, bam, I'm gonna pop shield wall in a second here when I see I'm taking damage like pretty seriously. There you go. Then I hit shield block, and you could basically stay through anything as a tank after you do that. So I got I got a guy over there. He's got aggro. Oh no, that's like a mob. He's just running around. I thought I lost aggro, but as you can see, aggro is totally mine. Not letting anybody get away. How do I do that? Thunderclap, and then I do what is that thing called? Shockwave. And that generally, and if I have to, then I'll do a whirlwind. But generally, once I do thunderclap and shockwave, aggro is generally mine. When they spread out and they're all over the place, then I use like this, what is that thing called? It's on my top row, number 3. It's like, that mass aggro to get everybody gathered up. Let me turn off all these notifications in the background. I need to get closer. It's too far away. I'm out of range. So here I get feared into another crowd. Now I'm not really worried. We got a good healer. So, I just gather everybody up again. Then, cheese, like, camera, like family photo. I'm trying not to aggro that mob in the back. Although, I could easily got away with it with the healer that I have, Paladin healers or Uber. So, yeah, just gathered them up, got solid aggro. And then you can see I lagged out there for some reason. And, rinse and repeat, thunderclap, keep everybody like gathered together on me. I didn't have to use any cooldowns. I didn't have to use shield wall or anything, just standard shield block and rinse and repeat. That's basically what you're going to see throughout this entire run, except for at the end, we actually wiped on the main boss. I don't know what went wrong there. I'm going to have to watch this and see. But we did aggro a mob, and so we had like extra mob in the fight, and I think that caused it, but we'll see.
May your steps be sure and your catch secure.
These are my least favorite types of groups and pulls. Look how far spread out everybody is and everything. So here, I think I tried to use Reflect Spell. I actually don't use it that much, but I think I tried to use it here. And what I wanted to do here was drag everybody over to the casters, but everything was going kind of weird, and I thought I was going to lose aggro. So I ended up not doing it. Then when I finally did go over to a caster, I tried to silence him, and it turns out you can't silence these guys. These guys are silent to me, and you're going to see me press. It's like S8 on mine. The second row is S. Shift. That's what it is to me. And, I'm going to try and silence them. It just doesn't work. They can't be interrupted. So, I was thinking to interrupt him and bring him over to the other guy and then tank them all together, but it didn't work. I know I did it here. Did I? Maybe I didn't. No, I did. There it goes. Yeah, see, and he keeps just casting away. So, surprise, surprise, you can't silence these guys. You can't interrupt their casting.
You need to get closer.
Now I have a story to tell.
Kill them. Ruin them. Destroy them.
It's too far.
So here, the favorite of this place got feared into another group of mobs. If you're a warrior, man, not Thunderclap, Shockwave is like a real solid aggro builder. So it's like just line them up like you're doing a group photo and then just hit it. It has a very wide radius. It's much farther than it looks in terms of the graphic, and it's really good at like just gaining aggro. They generally won't shake off of you once you use that. So if you are a warrior tank and you're having trouble keeping aggro on like large groups, look at that. It's way better than Thunderclap in terms of like its capacity to actually get aggro and keep it. It's yeah. So if you don't have it on in your points, if you didn't get it in your points, you should really get it. That's my opinion though, but you do what you want to do.
Our paths shall cross again.
Come for us, sneak thieves. We rip you
I
apart.
need to get closer.
What you waiting for? Bring us meat thieves. I take stolen meat from your bones.
I'm afraid. I need to get closer.
Water. Fix our meat.
So here, dude's doing his AOE attack. I pop shield wall. I just stay inside. I think the other guy tried to stay inside too. He was taking damage. Yeah, you see him down there, number 3 from the top. Just guys, get out of there. That AOE damage is probably just something only for the tank. When you pop shield wall, it blocks. What was it? Is it 40% of all incoming attacks? And then with shield block, you have an additional 30, and they stack. So we're talking 70% damage mitigation. Like, guys, just stay out of there. It's like 70% of the attacks are not hitting me. You have to imagine. So if they hit for 1,000, 70% of that is not hitting me. So I'm only getting hit for 300 instead of like 1,000. You know, these guys do way more damage than that. So, you know, if you're like, you know, what do you call this? We got range DPS and you got like, you know, melee DPS, and you're like in a AoE damage like that. All you're doing is stressing out the healer. All you're doing is make them hate your guts. So just get out of that stuff and come back.
I'm out of range.
Now, I want you guys to just pay attention here. Excuse me while I flex on y'all. My tank flexing. Thank you very much. There's never aggro all over the place. You won't see on the left side. You won't see any of the party, like, you know, with their avatar red. Because if they do, then I find out who they are and I pull the aggro off of them. I keep all the aggro. All the aggros, all your aggros is mines. Okay? Just tank superior. Thank you. I told you guys I'm a better tank than I am a healer. So there you go. This is the proof. This is the proof. And all my runs are like this. I don't have aggro all over the place. I don't have guys getting aggro everywhere. And if I do, I go for that aggro. That's my aggro. Okay? You can't have that. It's like my gold. It's like my money. What you doing with my money, man? What you doing with my aggro? With my aggro, homie. You know, that's how it's got to work. So, you know, I don't like you having my aggro. That's how I get my rage, my niggas. Stay off my stuff. Look, you can't have my aggro. See? No aggro. I'm way over here. The rest of the mobs are behind me. Who's got that? Oh, you see that dude's got the aggro? What did? I went for it. Where's the aggro? It's mines again. That guy, he was like really getting aggro though. He was pulling it off of me. I was kind of upset with him there. But, you know, it's like I said, it's like my money and my hoes. You know, you can't have none of that. I don't share.
It's too far away.
Just a commentary here. I'm not gonna lie. I did not want to aggro the bear. I wanted to just get those one guys, but I don't know what I did wrong. Whatever. Just I'm gonna be honest here. I didn't want to grab those guys. You know, one thing I hate doing is killing more trash than you need to.
Something first.
Ladies and gentlemen, look at this mastery right here. Look at how amazing this is. Dork. I still didn't want to grab those bears again, but I fell off the stupid cliff, and so I ran back up there because those guys are archers, and of course they can't be interrupted. I don't think archers can be interrupted, can they? And so I ended up with all these guys. And then I came over here and I ended up grabbing more guys. And I think, yeah, here I had aggro all over the place, but I just came around. I got everybody all, you know, gathered up. And then I had a thunderclap because my shockwave was on cooldown. I don't know what the heck I was thinking there. What was I thinking? Oh, this guy. He was aggro to somebody else, and all the aggros are mine. That was kind of messy. I ain't gonna lie. This right here was really, really messy. But it worked out, you know. And then there's that guy with my aggro again. I was so mad. I was like, how does this guy keep getting my aggro? and but I got it back, as you can see. I don't know if that was intentional, but he keeps trying to steal my aggro. Maybe the guy was in defensive stance or something. He was just pulling so much aggro off of me. So here just got a bit messy. I had a bad pull, and that one got away from me, and I kept on trying to get the aggro back. Maybe it wasn't necessary because it's not doing that much damage, you know, attacking the Shadow Priest. But, you know, like I said, all the aggros is mine. And so I wanted my aggro back, which I got. And then it's just the healer got aggro. I was like, what is going on here? It was so messy. I didn't like this. And I couldn't get it off the healer. You see the healer's like constantly got aggro there. And then finally, like right at the end, I guess the one that, you know, was aggro to the priest finally died. And you know what I hate? I hate these stupid birds here. I knew they were coming. That's why I stopped and went back. Because I was like, what are you dumb birds? Stupid birds. So anyway, I got the stupid birds and the bear. You know, I knew that was going to happen. So I just, let me go ahead and, I got solid aggro on the birds. Let me get the bears. Yeah. Tank extraordinaire. Thank you very much.
Easy when prey comes to me. Love the sound of Come, cubs, feeding time. Rip them apart, beast! Come, cubs, feeding time! Kill the hunt leader! Clever mate!
So here I'm doing something that you know, I'm checking where the healer is. Remember I was complaining about running off without your healer? So I know this is not a big group. I know there are some ninja ads that sort of pop up, you know, like out of nowhere. And so what I'm doing here is I'm running back and forth between the two since I know they're ranged, and I'm just making sure I maintain aggro. But if I didn't think I could take these guys without, like, you know, taking serious damage, I wouldn't run off without my healer. Guys don't run off with the healer if you're taking a hella damage, you know, and your expectation as a tank is, the healer's going to show up and save the day. You always got to count on, like, my healer's not there or my healer's dead. And actually, that's where we failed at the end here. I do remember that. If I'd known the healer was dead, I would have fought different. I would have gone definitely more direction, damage mitigation with, like, you know, demoralizing shout, shield wall, shield block, and fight through pain. But I didn't. We're going to see this in a minute here. So there you go. You get to see me do this fight. So now I'm gonna turn him, and I'm gonna drag him over towards like that decay river, so that nobody else gets hit with that but me. Now someone else does get hit. I guess it's not totally impossible. Maybe I should take it easy on the guy. Last time I was complaining about that, but I do make sure to, like, keep them turned most of the time away from the crowd so that nobody gets hit with the knockback. Now all I'm focusing on is staying out of crap and like there, keeping him turned when he does his knockback, and then gathering up the jelly blobs when they appear. That's all I'm focusing on. Don't run in crap. Keep them turned. Jelly mobs. So here, this is where everybody gets hit. It was there was nowhere to go because of all the crap on the ground. So everybody got hit. It is what it is. Sometimes you can't do anything about it. Here I'm running into crap trying to get the jelly mobs together. Yeah. So most of the fight goes like this. A few people get hit with the blowback. Like I think twice. Like this guy standing behind me. He shouldn't be standing behind me. But then I should have drug him to the river. And I didn't. I can't remember what I was thinking here or why I didn't. I think I'd do it here in a second, and then boom, I hit the healer back like a goofball. But it is what it is. It happens, right? I think maybe I was thinking maybe the jelly guys, these guys were gonna like pop up. That's all I'm doing here. Gather up the mobs. There you go. See, turn them away. Boom. I don't care if I hit the river. I'm the tank, and then gain my aggro from these jelly mob guys again. That actually went half decent. I've done it better, but it went okay. I'm satisfied with my results and my performance.
Wither your strength myself!
So here, I actually, I don't really like this part. I don't think anybody does. Probably because my first time tanking it was absolute catastrophe, and everybody's saying it's sort of like running pull, And so I was trying to run through the whole thing and pull everybody, and it's actually quite the opposite. What you really need to do is just take your time here. Just pay attention to who has aggro. We got that caster in the back there. The caster is still aggro to me, but I don't like him back there, and that's what I'm trying to get to the caster to make sure that they stay on me. But tanks here, take your time, really. Don't go just rushing through it. All you're going to do is stress everybody out, especially the healer. And, it doesn't make sense to rush through here. Actually taking your time makes more sense. Because these add-on mobs, they're not elites. So their damage is not significant. What makes their damage significant is the fact that there's so many. And if all of them aggro onto somebody, it could be problematic having like 5-6 mobs on somebody. But that's in an instance or out of an instance. 5 or 6 mobs on you is a problem no matter where you turn. So take your time here. You see my healers got aggro, and I'm like, why? And then I figured out it was the ads that were going straight for the healer. Just cut them off. They aggro to you really easy. Take your time. Don't rush here.
Get closer.
everything rots away in the game. I control it. I claim everything. I will wither this world and eat it.
Something first.
So here, there's a mob that patrols like on the left side of the screen, which is now my right side of the screen. And it sort of just hangs out there and sort of stands guard for the boss or something. You should really kill that mob no matter what. This was actually going half decent up until that mob joined. And I think it just threw off everybody's pattern because everybody's used to fighting without that mob in the fight. Because really, I mean, look at it. Everybody's staying healed up. Aggro is good. And then boom, the mob joins, and it just sort of chaos ensues. I see that the mob joins up. I get aggro, and then I switch back to the boss. I think that was my mistake also. I had aggro, solid aggro on the boss. I should have switched over to the mob and just kept attacking the mob until it was down. But I didn't. And now everything's just, you see everybody's infecting everybody. That's what happened. Okay, yeah, I see what happened now. I wasn't really sure why we crashed. What happened is everybody got infected. Guys, that infection does like some crazy damage. Okay, you see 18,000 a tick. And now one healer has like 4 people. Well, now right now it's 1, 2, 3 people getting hit at 18,000 a tick each. Somebody's bound to die. Healer's infected and the healer dies. I didn't realize the healer died. Yeah, and the healer's struggling. You see the shadow priest is like going inside the silenced area. I'm keeping out of it. This guy comes along, infects me and 2 other people. It was absolute chaos. Guys, here in Brackenwood, you got to pay attention to like that big green circle around you. If you're infected, just stay away from people. I know it's nice to DPS or whatever else, but yeah. And I think here's where I noticed like something is wrong. And yeah, then I died. So it wasn't the healer that died, I died. But I realized something was, wrong too late. I would have fought different. I would have used, fight through pain. Shield block was on cooldown. I would have used last stand. I would have done things a little bit differently. I don't think it would have helped, but I definitely would have done things differently. Get up and repair, 52 gold. And in this one, everything goes smooth. So no commentary needed. This time we just kick his butt.
I'm out of range.
So yeah, that's it. Tanking extraordinaire. Thank you very much. Nah, it's enjoyable. Anyway, yeah, that's my tanking technique. Pretty consistent. I'm thinking here. I never have like failed runs. So, but that's when we have a good healer, or at least a half decent healer. I can keep everything going. I'll post some more if you guys are interested. I am out, guys.